Hello guys and welcome back
to Thailand
Adventures with Dan. Okay guys, today we're going to delve deep down, get a little dirty and go through a few topics that I want to speak about. So strap yourself in, get prepared, get ready to comment guys. Your input is very, very much needed and let's get on with the show. Guys, if you've just tuned in and it's the first time that you're watching the channel, then please consider to subscribe, please like, and please drop a comment. We love your input. So in today's show, guys, we're going to discuss your comments. This show is not all about me. It's all about us. And I designed this channel so we could build a bit of a community and help each other out because there's so much disinformation online. I know a lot of you that have subscribed to my channel because you see that I'm genuine, I speak straight, I tell it how it is, without all the rudeness and all the carnage. So anyway, let's get into it guys. Right, so first up guys, it's our subscriber, Magic Mars. Okay, now Magic Mars says, hey dude, bar girls are expensive. You pay the bar, you pay the girl separately, you pay her drinks as well. Not my type in the end, you just want to bang. Where else can you get a girl for the night for cheaper? And how else can you sit in a bar and enjoy the environment while having a beer? And is there a difference between a go-go bar and a normal bar? Right guys, this is where you comment. You guys step in and give him some tips. My comment is go-go bar girls are more likely to have a Thai boyfriend. It's cheaper if you jump on Tinder back home and arrange a Netflix date. It's not Netflix and chill, it's Netflix and I'm bloody skint. Okay guys, this is an important one and I do want to go into this one in a bit more detail. Now this comment was from Stuffed. I think he's a new subscriber that jumped on yesterday, and basically this is what he had to say. Dan, I want to ask you a question. You take your Thai girlfriend back to England. Do people say rude things about your relationship with a Thai? I live in Thailand for a long time, single with no interest whatsoever in a Thai girlfriend. Just short time fun I like when I am in the mood. I recently went back to Wales to see my mum, dad, and was shocked to see how many old Farang had Thai girlfriends in Wales. It's embarrassing to see, and the amount of Welsh people looking twice at these men and their brides was embarrassing. I went to my local Thai shop in Wales for food and could eat my food fast enough, full of sad, desperate men with Thai wives. I was embarrassed for them. How do you feel when you go home with your wife? Can you sense the stigma attached to having a Thai? Before I read my answer, guys, make sure you start commenting. Your input is very much needed, as always. Okay, so I wasn't sure what to make of this comment. It was provided on a picture of my son that I put in the community tab on YouTube, so I was a bit shocked and I thought it was the wrong place to put a comment, but hey ho, no problem. So this is my reply. I have never taken her to England yet, and there is not a huge age difference between us. However, you will get some people that may judge or think negatively. Normally they are the type that are negative often in their own lives and very unhappy themselves. But I would be shocked if anyone said anything to me. Where I am from, I know a lot of people. They know my character and they know I'm a straightforward, decent type of guy. But for the people that don't know me, they would keep their mouths closed if they thought negatively about me. In regard to a total mismatch, someone older and someone extremely young and beautiful, then of course people are going to say something or try to mock that person in public now and again. However, most men expect this and really don't care about what others think, which is a great attitude to have. You enter this world alone and you will surely leave it alone also. Other people's opinions are not going to help with your own happiness. And it's very true, guys. But unfortunately, in the current world we live in, so many people care about what others think. And I used to be like this many years ago in my 20s. But as I grew up, I learned that you can't please everyone. And what's the point anyway? If people are happy and not hurting anyone, then leave them to it. We have no idea about people's life stories, what kind of life they have lived, what hardships they have endured, etc. A lot of older men may have also lost a loved one and feel lonely in the world that they are living in. And every human being is trying to find a bit of happiness via various methods of their own. So each to their own, guys. I try not to judge anyone anymore and take people on face value. If they are good to me, I am good to them. If they do nothing wrong to me, I do nothing wrong to them. And get on with my own existence in this crazy world that we are all living in. And for me, guys, that's how I honestly think and feel, you know. You don't know about people's lives. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what's going on with them. We all have a different journey. So I've got enough to worry about my own life and my own problems, that I don't need to like interfere with somebody else's, especially in a negative way. If it's in a positive way, then yeah, if they need that help. So anyway, Stuffed replied, Dan, I guess that's one way to look at it. I think me being here 13 years in Canterbury, I learned all about Thai society. And maybe that's not a good thing, especially how relationships are, even Thai on Thai. That's the majority of Farang ain't got a chance here. My advice to any Farang, learn Thai fast, then your eyes are wide open to the real truth. Soon as I learned Thai, then it became clear as to what is going on here with Thai mentality and their society. Okay guys, now I can understand his reply. He's lived here 13 years. He speaks the language, so he understands more than most because he can hear what Thai people have to say about people and the kind of conversations that they have. So you do learn a lot from speaking Thai, I do agree. But it's the same in all countries all around the world. You'll have your good and bad types, and you guys from America, Australia, Canada, even any other country, guys, you know the score, and you know there's good and bad people in every walk of life. Now I'm not sure obviously where this guy's ventured around in Thailand. I'm not sure if he's mixed with all different types of classes, like the poor class, the working class, the middle class, the high class, and really educated himself on all different types of people here in Thailand. And it can be quite different dependent on which area you are in Thailand. The north is totally different to the south. The east is totally different to the west, in my opinion. Okay guys, make sure you're commenting. Right, this is my reply. So, where are we? Okay, learning Thai for me is a must. And I totally understand you with what you are saying, as I also learned Thai and it's a big eye-opener. I have travelled all over Thailand in my 6 years here and spent the majority of my time with Thai people from all walks of life. The poor, the working class, middle class, high class, and even politicians, lawyers, etc. I have learned so much which I am very grateful for, and everything I believed about Thailand in the beginning is worlds apart to what I understand now. I will say though that they are not all bad, the women here. In tourist places, it's virtually impossible to find a good one, even though some people may have. I can agree with that, but when I have ventured around the rest of Thailand, I have got to know many people that have a different mindset to the regular Thai people that you and I have experience with. For example, when I met my wife, I told her that my business is closed, I don't have much money, and I will probably have to go home. I also told her that I'm not stupid, I understand how things work here, and trying to get money from me is like getting blood out of a stone. She actually liked that I was different and gave me a chance. I have lived rent-free in her home for over 3 years. She makes her own money, buys her own stuff, and we live a very, very basic life. Nothing special, and we make enough money between us to get by. There are some good women here, you just have to find them. That's if you're looking. And everything I have just said to you is the honest truth. And I understand totally why you think the way you do. And you are not on your own, as so many people here in Thailand think the same due to their own experience here. I have just been fortunate to come across some very decent people here, but you have to venture around, not splash your cash, be humble, and you come across some decent people, from my experience anyway. And I avoid tourist places at all costs. Okay guys, so with my reply, I've tried to understand where he's coming from. I know that a lot of foreigners here have bad experiences, but it's normally due to where they're actually based, where they're living, and the type of people that they're going to meet in the bars or in different various places that they go to. It can be difficult to get a good connection with a Thai woman and find common interests and see the good in them. So I did understand where he was coming from. For me personally, I've ventured around. I've lived in a lot of different places in Thailand. I've mixed with a lot of different types of Thai people. So I feel like even though I've only been here 6 years and someone might have been here 10 years, 25 years, 35 years, when I've spoken to these people, they seem to have a less understanding than I do because they've stuck to like 1 or 2 places in Thailand. They've stayed within the nice condo, not lived the village life, and they've only mixed with like Thais in the bar scene, or just Thai people that are selling food and stuff, so you don't get a proper full-on experience, and you don't learn that much unless you go around and you mix with Thais from all different walks of life. You learn the language a bit at least, and you try to speak to them and try to get them to open up and tell the truth, and then you start to educate yourself. Okay guys, so this was his reply back to my recent comment. I got to say, Dan, I never had bad experiences in Thailand. In fact, only good times here for me, and Chanterbury jewellery game has made me very wealthy, so I am very thankful to Thailand. But I am also very critical at the same time, which is fair enough and I can understand. But overall, business here has been great. And like I said, the girls I just use for fun and don't take them serious, as most Farang do, unfortunately. Only bad times I have experienced is seeing my friends here get done by girls, which in part blame my mates for allowing this to happen in the first place. Thai girls for me here as long-term girlfriends is a no-go. I got no interest in them apart from a bit of short-time fun when I visit Bangkok or Pattaya, and that's where it ends, but each to their own. I love my lifestyle here. I got no plans to leave. As long as you play the game well here, you will win. For me, guys, that was like the perfect comment. So Stuffed, if you're watching, yeah, really appreciate that comment, what you stated. A lot of subscribers even feel the same way as you. They don't want to get too involved. They know it can be messy. They've had experience with the friends as well that have told them that they've had bad experience, lost money, broken hearted, depressed, etc. I've heard thousands of stories about the same experience, and we all know that it can be bad here, especially if you're stupid. So that's why you got to learn, you got to educate yourself in order to find the one. But obviously, like you said, you're not looking. So my response: glad to hear that you've done well here with business. And I also have come across many people here with bad stories about what has happened to them. And that is also one of the reasons why I make various videos warning people. I also understand and appreciate most won't listen, but if some do, then at least I have helped someone somewhere in a small way. At least you won't get hurt here, mate, which is true. If he's not going to get involved, he's not going to get hurt. Nice to meet you anyway, and it was nice to express both of our opinions and insights in a conductive way. So I really appreciate that and wish you all the best. Okay guys, I wanted to share this because I think there is a lot of stigma that people get from having a Thai girlfriend or having a Thai wife, a Thai partner. For me personally, when I come to Thailand, it wasn't planned at all. I've done a video about this. It wasn't planned. My friend were coming here for 2 months and I decided, yeah, I need a break. I've had enough of my business, my relationships, not wonderful. It's been 7 years now. I'm not happy. I needed to get away. So I come here within like a week's notice and come to Thailand after a 2-month holiday, got a 6-month visa and finished my business, finished my relationship, finished everything. Back here on the 6-month visa and then got a Thailand elite visa for 5 years. And I've just stayed here, guys. I never imagined, I never even thought about it before to have a Thai girlfriend or a Thai wife, but that's the situation that I'm in. There's not a massive age difference between me and my wife, so for me personally, if I take her back to England, I don't feel like I have anything to worry about. But obviously, with the mentality of some people, like especially children, you might get mocked a little bit, but they'll normally do it within whispers, and you expect it anyway. So for me, it's not really a problem. But for anybody watching, guys, that have got a Thai girlfriend or a Thai wife and you took them back to your home country, then I'd love to hear about you. What's happened, what's your experience, and let us know in the comments, guys, to share with the group. Because for me, this is an interesting topic because I don't actually know, and I've never really asked the question about how other people feel about this, taking the girlfriend or the wife back home, and what experience they have had with friends, family and the general public. If there's a big age difference and people have had something to say or whatever, just let us know and share with the group. I think it's something very interesting to talk about, and I can see that there's probably people out there that have just started seeing a Thai girl or recently got married and are planning to go back to the home country, and they're very worried about what friends, family and the general public might think. So let me know. Okay guys, this next comment is from SBG Aussie, new subscriber to the channel. Okay, I'm an Aussie who has lived in several Asian countries, including Thailand. With the type of drink you buy thing, it depends on the type of bar and age of the woman. For the under 30s, yes, if you buy a Jack Daniels and Coke or some other expensive sort of drink, you will get more attention. I agree with that. I mostly drink beer and I ignore most women under 35, as I'm 53. And just usually get a San Miguel beer and later a gin and tonic. The older women care less about the type of drink. If they think you look good and smell good, that comes first. But they will still try to get you to buy a drink for them, obviously, or at least give them a tip, which many prefer. Okay, for the point that you made, Dan, about being well dressed, I totally agree 100%. It makes a big difference with bar girls or even regular Thai women to be well dressed. I don't mean a long sleeved shirt or a suit. A nice pair of jeans, a clean pressed white t-shirt, a nice watch, a long 925 sterling silver chain, don't wear gold, especially in Pattaya, a pair of fairly new Birkenstock sandals, have a haircut and be clean shaven and have clean nails. This makes a huge difference, especially for men in the 45 to 58 age range or so. Be polite. If you have a flat stomach or just a slight beer belly, that's better. If you are a good looking guy, you will get heaps of attention. However, so will average guys. Obviously, have very clean teeth, smell good, no smoking. You won't even need to ask to bar fine the older girls. They will ask to go with you and will charge less for long time if you are a well-kept guy. I know for a fact. I worked in fashion industry before also. If you are some really fat slob with a beard and you stink, you won't be attractive for women, bar girls, or otherwise. Okay, so in one of my recent videos, what does a bar girl really think about you? I mentioned about, being well dressed, the type of drink that you order, they clock that and kind of determine whether they're going to speak to you, chat to you or not, dependent on how you come across and the type of drink that you'll order at the bar. Now, SBG Aussie has just emphasised on his experience in Southeast Asia and Thailand, and he's right. Like, they'll check your nails as well, which I didn't mention. You have to cut your nails very clean cut. Even your toenails they will check as well. You don't have to wear a long sleeve shirt. Like you said, if you just ironed a nice t-shirt, you're looking good. They don't really care about designer labels. You could go to Primark and get suited and booted for £15, $20 and look the best of the best in Thailand. So anyway, guys, I want to share that comment with you because I think it's some great tips for the older generation on to let you know what the older type women are actually looking for, and I do concur, he is right. Okay guys, if you've liked the content so far, please don't forget to subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And also know that I'm not in this YouTube game to become a millionaire or become rich. All the money that I make from it goes back into the channel. In the last 28 days, guys, we've currently made around about £300 in advert revenue. We have made under £100 from donations and memberships. So at the moment, we're just shy of £400 in the kitty, and the first thing on the agenda is a decent bloody camera. So if you want to be part of the channel, guys, your subscription, your comment, your like is more contribution. It's enough contribution for me, and thank you very much. If you do want to become a member and support the channel, it costs as little as £1.25. The details are in the description, guys. Just have a think about it if you want to help. And anybody that does help, the name gets put in the credits of every single video that I'll make for the future. There's also perks like live videos I want to do with members only, because I don't want all the crazy people jumping in that are not even subscribers. So I'd like to do it by the members area so I can answer your questions and we can help each other out and develop some kind of community. We've also, guys, got a new person that's going to be coming on to Thailand Adventures with Dan. That's going to do the story segment of the channel, which is great news. A bit more variety and a new face on the channel for you. So get ready for that. I've also been speaking to a guy with a very, very interesting story about someone that he married, and it's very interesting, guys, and we're going to be conducting a proper interview, so that'll be coming soon on the channel, so get ready. So there's a lot of new things that's going to be happening, guys. I'm hoping that you're enjoying the channel so far. There's going to be a lot more variety, and we're going to make it a worthwhile show that basically speaks honest. Not all the bells and whistles and the clickbait and then the stupid stuff that you see. I know a lot of people have personally messaged me and told me that they watch the channel because I don't do that. So I'm not going to fall into the trap of being like the other YouTubers out there. Not all of them, but a large majority. So we'll always keep the channel real, guys. I'll always try to get you involved. I've also got someone who's dealing with the merchandise store for like really, really good designs for t-shirts, who's helping me out. So I'll let you know about that in the future. So if you want to purchase a funny t-shirt or a mug or whatever, if you're planning to come on holiday, then it might be something that you're interested in. If you're not, it doesn't matter, guys. I've just got it there for people that might want it. So guys, apart from that, if you've watched it till the end, thank you very much. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe if you're a brand new person to the channel. I want to try and get the channel to grow a bit. The more people that subscribe, the more people that like, the more people that comment, the more the video is going to get pushed out to other people, and we can start building a bigger and a nicer community on Thailand Adventures with Dan. I'm about to make my next video on my next topic, guys, so stay tuned. There should be another video coming shortly. Thanks for watching Thailand Adventures with Dan. Oosh!